You are listening to Heroes of New Halcyon, a City of Mist game. Arc 1, A Death, Finale. I'll risk it all to keep you safe.
I think once we get outside the building, she's like, "Can I ask a favor of everyone here?"
Is it to remember how many girlfriends you've had?
No,
Good.
What is it, Minnie?
we are keeping that number under wraps. That is for me and the 8 other people. Damn it!
Is it 9 now? With Allison? Looks 9, right? 9's a lucky number in Chinese.
Can we please make a detour to a park real quick?
It might be a better idea to make a detour to the Hollow to pick up some outfits. I think I need a change in costume.
Minnie, why do you want to go to a park?
That's also a good idea. I just need to go to the park. Right now.
Okay. Park it is, I suppose.
If Fern has no objections.
So the four of you go to the park near the Cerezi Theater.
It's the same
It
one I went to
is
before.
the middle of the night. No one's really there.
This makes us look incredibly creepy.
And like Minerva just goes to like out in the center of the field
Mm-hmm.
and just like drops down to the ground, and then it's basically like, if you ever seen like an oil fire happen, like especially on like a stovetop, it's like that happens. She just lets out a giant yell of frustration and anger and a lot of tension that has been just built up over time. And there's like, I think it's bigger than it normally is, like her wings. I think it is a genuine sense of like I think there's even a form of a phoenix that erupts, that like is projecting out of her at this point that she's not aware of. It is just a moment of her just being like, this is the weirdest comparison I can make, but
Okay.
this is the only one I can get across because I know,
Sure.
Caleb, you are a Dimension 20 fan. So
Okay.
it's a moment where I think one of the characters like casts silence on one of the
Ricky
other castmates.
Matsui!
Yes! Yes!
She just I will describe calmly to listeners what it looks like, but it just looks like a sheer look of like rage and anguish and sadness and pain letting out, and then I will mute myself before I do the actual gesture.
And as this scream of rage and frustration and release cascades into this oil fire before you, before slowly fading back out. The flames disperse, heat waves surround Minerva for just a moment, before they too fade out.
Okay. Anyone up for Thai or Vietnamese food? For a drink?
Like Fern immediately just goes and gives Minnie a hug.
Don't do. Okay.
She's cooled off by that point.
Yeah, he waited until Minnie cooled off before going to.
Yeah,
I think Fern is sensible enough.
Yeah. The thing is like trying, I think, to keep. I mentioned it, but trying to keep them like, let's get back.
Shielded.
Shadow. It's nice here.
Sorry about that. Just needed a second.
Did you ruin anything? I don't want you to get arrested.
It should be fine.
Okay.
The fires.
Kanchana, can I ask you something real quick?
Mm-hmm.
When you got Jen's number,
Mm-hmm.
did you text to give Jen your number?
I don't think Kanchana did that right away. I think Kanchana, as they were exiting, when they got to their car, they opened up the Noctua app and asked Noctua to put, I meant to say this at the time, but asked Noctua to kind of put securities around this number to make sure they couldn't do anything to my end, and then sent the text.
Okay. Then you get a text
Okay.
from Jen.
Ooh la la. Spicy.
It just says, I hear that Torrance is going to be around that weird development area. If you want to get some questions answered. And that's it.
Thanks for the heads up. Looking forward to coffee.
As Manura walks up, so how about Vietnamese or Thai food?
Yeah. I think Kanchana, in predictable Kanchana opinion, is like, if we're going for Thai food, then we might as well just go to my house. Thai food in the city sucks.
You know,
It does.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
What do you guys all think?
What's the next move, people?
Yeah, I think Kanchana's gonna be like, what do you guys all think about what we want to do about Derek Torrance?
We just need to deal with him. We just need to go to this development area and deal with him. We've done it before. We can do it again. I mean, we might be out of practice, but we can take care of this. Right?
Yeah.
Right,
What do you
Minnie?
think, Minnie?
Fern, you have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah, no. Absolutely zero idea.
Oh, wait. We've done this before. That's it. I was like, we mentioned him in the office. No, okay, get it. What do you think, Minnie?
I think we should at the very least investigate, at bare minimum.
New boy, what has Althea taught you?
What? I mean,
She's asking.
I mean, she did teach me some several combat forms that I mostly because they seemed interesting and I could incorporate them to my free running. But yeah,
How fast can you be?
pretty fast.
Okay. So, we know how we're gonna scout this place. We can take care of the rest.
I mean, I can always hop in and hop out. It is nighttime.
Oh, you could also do that. But I mean,
It's my best time of day because it's not
it
day.
is your best time of day. You're right. I just want to give Fern something to do.
That's true.
I want you to feel included, Fern. And Kate says it in such a way that's like, Minnie has definitely said these words. And she's trying to make them hers.
Fern's a little uncomfortable because he's like, okay, wait, hold on. This is the person who was like totally against me. It's like,
And also it's against my partner.
yeah, it's like, like okay, I'm going to take everything.
When will you learn, Kate?
When
When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
I'm trying to be nice, y'all. Can my nice actions have consequences?
We'll see.
Good.
Yeah, damn it.
You're the one who asked the question.
What is how does a freaking quote go? It's like trust is like super easy to lose and super hard to like earn back. Like that's I think where we're operating on right now for Kate.
Trust is like a mirror. If you break it, you can repair it, but there's still a crack in that motherfucking reflection.
Is that a freaking telephone?
Yes.
Why would you bring telephone into this recording?
Because it's Lady Gaga.
It was
and Lady
going
Gaga
so
should
well.
be everywhere.
No, I refuse. I denounce. I stand up from my chair and denounce this in the name of all that is holy.
Holy's a
We don't do that here. We don't do holy here.
holy.
So says my religious trauma.
Oh,
Anyway,
right there with you, buddy.
I'm pausing. The reason I will say on my end I'm asking these questions to some extent is because I am, I think, unsure of if Kanchana is going to give this information to some extent right now. That's why I haven't said it, and I am so sorry to all of you. Just based on risk.
Which information?
Huh?
Which information?
The information that Derek Torrance is going to be at, I've been talking the name, Development Area C.
Oh,
Is that it?
we started planning as if Kanchana did.
Well,
That's
no, because
I had already called for us
I
to go
think
to...
yeah, we were already planning on going there because of Constance saying all that.
We had already
It's
planned
just
on going there, but I don't know if Kanchana...
I thought that information was already shared. That's on me.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, I know we all know Development Area C is the place, but I don't know if Kanchana has told them he's going to be there right now.
Yeah, no,
that's
very
fair.
helpful clarification.
Thank
Because
you
I think
so
the rest of us are only operating on the assumption that, like, it might be worth looking into because something suspicious is there.
Kanchana knows she wants to go. I think I am trying to suss out if I think what her read on everyone else in this situation is and to what extent she thinks they might be helpful or not, and how much it might be a threat to them. Because, like...
I will say, in that case, go ahead and roll me an investigate real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're trying to suss out the vibe of everyone, I will say, or like the general vibe, I say potentially leave it up to a roll in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound fair to y'all?
I'm
Okay.
wondering if anyone...
For the audience, that was a collective nod.
Oh yeah, we collectively nodded.
Even a nod from the dog that Alana's dog sitting.
Woo-hoo!
I'm joking. The dog did not consent.
This might, looking at the pluses and minuses, honestly, I might have a weakness tag for this. No problem.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's.
Because I was looking
Let
if
me.
I had power tags. I was like, oh.
I will invoke. Actually, thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
I'll invoke your weakness tag of flying solo.
Yeah. I figured because either that one or something else. Because I have two.
So mark an attention. Mark an attention on your mobility card. Now you see me. Now you don't.
Yeah.
Just mark one of those attentions.
What does attention do?
If you get 3 of those, you get to flip over that card and choose an advancement.
Ooh, fun. Okay. Because, yeah, all of my things are quite literally about, like, I think all my weaknesses, for the most part, are about distance.
So I will say, with that weakness tag invoked, you don't tell them.
Okay.
Potentially. You're just like, no, maybe Kanchana thinks, no, if that comes up, I'll handle it myself.
Because I know, here's the thing. The reason I'm trying to decide is because I don't know if Kanchana is going to tell them and then go, or go by herself.
However dinner shakes out, and whatever their plan is, you're going by yourself.
Okay. Would this be during dinner? Because
I will say, if the plan is to inspect tonight with the group, there will be a time where Kanchana just goes to inspect by themselves. So, what's the plan? Where are we moving next? Are y'all going to Kanchana's house for some Thai food?
My dad's a good cook. I do theoretically need to show him the check or the bank account.
Currently, my thought is either we do that or we go to a really nice pho place that Minnie knows about.
Which is going to be safer to talk in? I think that should be the deciding factor. I'd say Kanchana's house if we feel like Kanchana's dad could be trusted.
He knows about all of this.
Well, I don't know that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you feel like your dad...
Hey, remember, that person's been gone for years.
Good point. Okay, even while you were here, he knew about everything that was going on. So,
Considering that Kanchana probably didn't know about my family, I would assume that Kate wouldn't know about Kanchana's dad.
that's
still being
probably
around.
true. But no, Kanchana will be like, oh no, yeah, he knows everything for the most part. I mean, he may not be caught up today, but
Yeah, no, guys, my dad's chill.
he's fine. He knows,
Oh my god, it's my dad.
he knows everything. He's been
Boogie,
with
woogie,
me
woogie.
for years. He's just like a really boring old man. It's fine.
Fern, if you are going to Kanchana's house, what is your plan for Rhiannon?
Chana?
Mm-hmm.
I say as the player takes a drink of water.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna. Rhiannon's currently over. I was gonna ask if it would be all right if Rhiannon comes over for dinner as well. But if we're going to be discussing stuff, I know Kate is not all that keen on having Rhiannon know stuff. But
I will be supportive of your relationship, Fern.
Aw, that's so cute.
No, it's
Oh,
not cute.
then you're
Fern,
partner.
I will tell you right now that yes, we got off on the wrong foot. And I will be supportive of you, but if that bitch talks, I'm just saying.
Do not be mean. They're adorable.
Fern, Kate just called your partner a bitch.
that answers that question.
They can come. I just look, Fern, we have all been alone for a very long time, and even when we were together, it's becoming more and more clear that we were all alone. And not only are we being asked to accept you as someone who has kept far more from us than any reasonable person should have, you're asking us to trust someone that asks a lot of questions, and they have nothing to do with our little inner circle. And I hope you can understand that that's a big ask.
I think we're all owed at least one gimme person, and my gimme person, as it stands, is my dad. So if we're gonna have one stranger there that you don't know who knows everything already, we might as well bring the other one. Show of good faith to Fern and Rhiannon to show that we don't actually hold any hostility. Kate.
We're all making fantastic decisions this evening.
um,
I respect the intensity, the emotional intensity of the scenes we've just had, but I also can't help, given that our listeners can't see Kate's face while she's saying certain things, that I'm just waiting for Kate to say "serenity now" for some reason. I don't know why. It's just what's coming to mind for me.
Fern, you do not have to bring Rhiannon.
he's going to kind of step away a bit and text Rhiannon saying, "Hey, uh, the four of us are going over to Kanchana's father's house for dinner. and then also discussing plans for stuff that we're thinking of doing. Would you want to come have dinner as well? Uh, and then, like, in parentheses, Kate is weirdly being nice now.
The simple text that is the reply reads, "Am I welcome?"
uh, 2 out of 3 is a definite yes. The third is a weirdly, yeah, is a weird feeling yes. The vibe is weird on the yes.
There is a moment, and then Rhiannon texts back, "I don't think it would be for the best because I do not want to disrespect Kanchana's father and their home if anything breaks out between me and Kate."
At that point, he's going to go to Kanchana and kind of show text.
It's fine. My father will be fine. Well, if anything, I'll be the one who maybe gets. He'll be a grumpy old man, but it's fine. It's fine. This is not the
And then he responds.
most disrespect
And
he
he
has
responds.
faced in his life. Probably more was given to him by my mother in this case. So you're fine.
And then he responds. Kanchana says it will be fine. I have a feeling there's, from the length of the response that she gave me, it seems like there's a lot of stuff going on already there.
He'll be fine. I think. I don't know. Old Asian men. Like, get grumpy randomly. Can't predict it.
Rhiannon responds, "Okay, but if things go wrong, I'll keep my distance."
uh, Fern, okay.
And do
I'll
you give Rhiannon Kanchana's address?
yes. And then text it.
I will meet you there.
Okay. Alright, so to your place.
Yeah, let's go.
So the four of you go to Kanchana's home. You see Rhiannon's car already there. Sort of like parked across the street, not directly in front of Kanchana's home. And Rhiannon sort of like is waiting, like sort of like leaning against their car, like looking at something on their phone as the four of you approach. Hi.
Hey.
Hey.
So this is quiet and awkward now.
Yeah, let's go inside.
Why don't yes,
Kate,
why
if
don't
you
we
don't want me here,
dispel?
just say so. No hard feelings.
Me? Let's go in. No, I mean it's awkward that we're all standing around here just not talking.
Rhiannon, this is a complicated thing. Fern seems to trust you. And as much as I can trust Fern, that's as much as I can trust you. And for right now, that has to be enough.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry about the thing at the funeral, and
Just don't do it again,
I won't.
please.
And to that end, I am genuinely sorry. I just lost my dad, so I'm sorry.
To clarify, Kate is apologizing and saying that she just lost her dad.
Correct.
Rhiannon tilts their head at that for a moment, saying nothing before walking past Kate and going into Kanchana's home.
Did Kate just fuck up again? She was trying to be
You-
real nice.
I don't
I
think
will
so.
say, as a GM, that was an interesting choice of words.
I was hoping, but yeah. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Above
Mm.
table. I apologize.
I mean, if
Mm-mm.
if anything, I don't think it was a complete fuck up, but it probably wasn't like a something that was like, oh yeah, everything's all fine and dandy now. It's more of a okay, it's things aren't as cut and dry. It's muddy waters. It's
Stormy weather.
we'll work this out later, maybe.
So the
Kind of probably
five
one of
of
those.
you enter Kanchana's home, and Kanchana's dad is not there.
Well,
There's a note on the fridge that says, "Out bowling. Order a pizza."
I can try to cook. I vaguely know how to cook. I can cook. I'm a college.
oh, it's not that I doubt you at all. It's more a matter of just time and energy, whether or not you want to put it into it. But that's me assuming. So I'm going to ask, would you feel up to doing that? Slash, do you want any of us to help you on sous chef duty?
Sure, we can just prep the veggies.
Rhiannon sort of pipes up. Kanchana, do you have? It's a weird ask, but do you think your dad has the ingredients for pepper cash?
For what?
Chicken pepper cash.
Chicken.
It's a Hungarian dish. I learned it
Um,
in high school.
what's included in it? This is, you have to realize, I don't know what this dish is. Sorry. I don't know what chicken pepper cache is. I do not know what ingredients are included. We have chicken. We use it for making food that we consume, but I don't know the ingredients.
Uh, you sort of like walk around the kitchen with Rhiannon, and you do find the ingredients for chicken paprikash. And do you mind if I get to cooking?
Sure.
I mean,
I
I already feel awkward. Might as
suggest
well.
just not like accidentally ruining any of his pans or knives. He gets touchy about those.
Yeah, my aunt also does. So
Yeah,
no worries.
good. That's my only ask.
Yeah.
And don't mess up the wok. I mean, I don't guess you're gonna be using that, so like it's fine.
Point of order. This is something I have to ask to Kanchana. Is your stove electric or is it flame
So,
or is it gas rather?
in my experience, none of my family would ever use flame because no, not use gas like electric because we think it's evil a little bit. Like it's not a good stove, so it was probably flame.
I like your family.
Well, no, because like if you're cooking with a wok, you can't like in order to do it on a stove, you need to remove the grating and then put it on the open flame.
There are ways around that.
There's ways around it. It's the way to do it. From a time
so
perspective, it's
as
a bad way.
so as Rhiannon starts to cook and gives you for the space to talk.
So we just need to go to development area C, figure this out. We've got, Fern can run fast, right? So
Yeah.
plan A, he runs fast. Kanchana, you do your thing. And Minnie and I come in and clean up, and that's it. We're done.
That's not a good plan.
That's what we've always done.
That is not what we've always done. I used to do more of the reconnaissance because Minnie, love you. You're very bright, and Kate, love.
That's not an automatic thing.
It's not an automatic thing, but it's not particularly helpful if you're trying to gain intel.
I'm sorry. Is this not helpful for your purposes? Like you see her like gesture towards a couple light bulbs and like move her hand and the light dims because her technically one of her powers is she controls light conditions, which normally she flares up, but it's actually more suited to both Fern and Kanchana's ability. She just doesn't like doing that one because one of her weaknesses is extreme darkness. She doesn't like being in the dark. It makes it harder for her to do what she wants to do. She's like, "Is this not helpful to you?
It's very
Is
helpful. I
this?
can do
I'm
that
sorry."
myself, though, and kind of the shadows just creep up. Just like,
I kind of need those lights.
sorry.
Sorry, Rhiannon.
I mean, two-pronged reconnaissance never. I mean, multiple angles of reconnaissance never hurts.
I can cover Fern's path, and Kanchana, you can move through darkness without any issue and make your own.
Yeah.
So you could do your own
I could
separate
try
path
to
as
bring
well.
Kate, but I can't teleport with more than one person.
Well, there's, as you know,
I mean, I was gonna say you, Minnie, you could cover you and Kate since I kind of already covered my own tracks in a sense.
That's
What?
fair if you are fast enough.
Free running.
Oh, okay.
No, that's true.
there's also the option that I could, if if you two are okay with it, I could reach out to you and speak with you telepathically as you do your work. That way, Minnie and I are safe, and your communication is safe as well. But you'd have to be okay with me doing that.
I mean, uh,
I'm gonna roll something. Just ignore it.
Do we have
Fern,
a spot?
yeah.
I'm tempted to tag one of your weakness tags or
Oh
invoke it.
boy.
Need room to
Hold
breathe.
on. Do 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 do.
On
Which? Yeah.
Sing Like a Bird.
Uh-huh.
It's cool that Kate's really trying this nice thing,
Uh-huh.
but she's still insulted Rhiannon.
Mm-hmm.
And is she really telling you the truth with her being supportive of you? Do you really want her in your mind?
Not really. So yeah, no. Uh, I
Nate, go ahead and mark an attention on that card, and I will give you a choice.
mm-hmm.
Yes or no to Kate. Hard choice. You get the attention either way.
I think I'm gonna have to pass on that, Kate. Just keep it.
Why? Like, I have nothing against you, and this is for all of us. I mean, this is for the group. I have no
Yeah.
reason to mess with
Get,
you.
just given past uh
Past what? When we were doing our
interactions.
demonstrations, that was a demonstration. I'm not gonna do anything like that to you.
Kate, you got a general awareness of the vibe of the room, right? With your telepathy?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Then you are sensing a very strong, okay, from Rhiannon as they are cooking. That's sort of like melding into a what demonstration?
I think that I might have to pass on that as well, Kate.
What? Kanchana, you know exactly what this feels like.
I
You've
know
done this
exactly
before.
what happened last time.
Wait, what happened last time?
It's fine.
I made a mistake. Because people make mistakes. And apparently we don't move past mistakes in this family.
I have
But
not had a demonstration to show that things would go differently this time.
okay, fine. Then you guys can go do your own thing and I can go do my own thing. Because that's apparently where this is leading to. I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to do the right things. Because that's what you guys asked for. What what do I have to do?
Kate.
Yes, Minnie.
People demonstrating their comfort with you and telling you their boundaries is a sign of trust. It is a sign that they are willing to not just say, fuck off, get the hell away from me. It's a sign of someone telling you, I trust you, but also no. Which all of us, regardless of what this is, regardless of this specific subject, is something you need to know. I don't feel like you've forgotten that, but right now, you are not remembering that.
I just want to help. And
I
you
know.
aren't letting me help.
Kate, you wanting to help is great. None of us are saying, all right, now you can't do this one thing, therefore you can't help at all. Go away. We don't want to deal with you anymore. That's not what we're saying.
But that's what... That's what it...
Is that what it feels like when we tell you no? That we're gonna send you off? If you don't do everything right?
That's what happened. Minnie, that's what happened. I got Kanchana hurt, and they sent me away. Like, I can't... I get it. All of you guys have physical manifestations of what you can do, and I can only do small things. And so I'm gonna go. I'll just go. So
Fern hugs Kate.
Also, above table question, how much did Minnie actually know about the incident? I don't know if she actually knew that much.
I don't think you did, no.
Yeah.
I think Kate would have assumed something,
I think Minerva knows as much as she knows now.
Kanchana? Kanchana. Asking you directly. And Kate, I'm also asking you to listen. Don't stay. I'm not saying drop away all of your feelings. I'm just saying hold them for a second.
It's just overplaced by this hug from the 6'1" individual.
Yeah, I love that Fern is actively being protection duty right now. Okay, Kanchana. Whatever, I don't know the details of whatever you're talking about. And considering how much Kate is worked up about it and how much you might be feeling from it, I'm assuming, but this is just me assuming. I'm going to guess it was not a very good or pleasant thing. Do I have that right?
Yeah.
If I may ask something directly of you, do you feel like Kate can be trustworthy?
Can is different than is frequently.
Okay.
And I need a sign of is.
And you don't feel like you've had one, correct?
Any display of power we've seen from Kate these past few weeks have not been particularly indicative to me that you have developed a better sense of boundaries in terms of what is in our heads, what is in other people's heads, of what you should and shouldn't do. You, as you put it, all of our powers have physical manifestations. You said your powers are just little things, and that's dangerous. I mean, Minnie and my powers are nothing if not physical, if nothing if not, with Minnie especially, particularly bombastic with mine. I mean, nobody has ever looked at powers that are teleportation and control over shadows and not gone, oh, that looks dangerous. So we were told from very early on, your powers are dangerous, keep them under control. You can very easily get other people hurt and killed and so many other things just if you burst just a little. Your perception on your powers being little, that tells me a lot about how you see how much you can maybe actually hurt other people with them. That is not a sign that you can necessarily be trusted to not accidentally hurt someone, because you are not seeing yourself and what you have at your disposal as potential weapons, as potential ways of hurting people. So, that's
And
my opinion on
I
that.
want to add on to that. And I want to add on to that that it also tells me, at least, this is just my reading of it. It also doesn't make me think you think that much of yourself, that you think something that strong is little.
That too.
Look, all of us to different degrees are a certain level of mess for different reasons. Well, except for Fern. Fern, you're actually just delightful and pleasant to be around on
Pretty
all
sure
occasions
Fern's a
that I
mess as
find
well.
you.
From the kitchen, once you say that, Minerva, Rhiannon sort of just raises a spoon in solidarity.
I'm certain your friend. She puts a lot. She's letting the word friend do a lot of work in that sentence. Your friend agrees wholeheartedly with
Rhiannon
what
just
you're
goes,
doing.
ooh, okay.
Yeah,
If you would like to clarify, like she says this to Rhiannon, if you would like to clarify the status of what you two are, I didn't want to assume. Would you prefer I say, Fern, your partner, your
Your
partner?
special significant other.
So sorry, I'm too busy cooking. I cannot hear you. Well, this chicken paprikash is coming out beautifully.
I feel like a lot of the spices and everything you need for it, they were just picked. And if you added citrus, like it was picked at the perfect time. The trees even cast so much shade.
We have Kefir lime leaves if you want to use those. They add like a limey taste without using an actual citrus.
I think I'll
The
be fine. Also, this conversation was more about you four.
Okay.
you want to make a fuss in the, you want to make a fuss in this. You get involved in the fuss. You don't just get to you don't get to comment
This
on the
is what
side. That's not
having
how this
siblings
works.
is really
Anyways,
like.
yes, but this is beside the point. This is a derailing and a side point. The point of it is, all of us are some manifestation of mess. All of our abilities have some potential dangers and drawbacks to them, and acknowledging that they are any of that is not a matter of devaluing our own abilities, is acknowledging what we can do with them, and to also bring out the fullest potential of them in a way that is not going to be actively harmful to other people. The reason like I'm even getting as upset about this as I am with you, Kate, is that I love you so much and I see nothing but potential for what you could do with this. Even if it's in regards to things that I really don't like to think about us having to pry thoughts or well, not pry thoughts, that's maybe too invasive, but I'll still have to think about that one. If we have to find information through not fun means, I'm still at this point not entirely against that, which is not a thing I ever thought I would be saying, but I'm considering it because of the situation it is. Anyways, the point being, it's an odd situation. The point being, you are far more dangerous than you realize you are, because that's a standpoint of all of us. And also, you are far more powerful and have far more potential as a person than you realize. That's not me gussing you up. That's not me just being nice and like you have to use the same tone you always use with me, like I'm your big sis who will save you. It's me believing in you. Because for Christ's sake, somebody's got to believe in you. If it's you're not going to do it, and sometimes I wonder if you do. I don't care that you made mistakes. But I'm not the person who you have to be held accountable to for making those mistakes. If Kanchana says no, that's part of making an actual apology and making amends. If Kanchana did something otherwise, you'd have to accept that too. But at least for my case, I'm not going to stop believing you because you made mistakes. But I'm not going to forget them either. I can remember this, that you did harm, and you even scared the shit out of me, maybe even. You didn't, but I'm saying you could have. And still think the world of you, because you're my sis. And I love you so much.
I love you too, Minnie. Just... I feel like even if I do all those things and make the good choices, all anyone ever sees is the mistakes. And it doesn't matter what I do, but I can't fix things unless I fix things the wrong way. And then I just get in trouble again, and then Kanchana, you know I didn't want to get you hurt, right?
Yeah.
You know that wasn't me.
I know you didn't. If you did want to get me hurt, we wouldn't be talking.
Kate kind of throws her head back like a little kid kind of trying to squirm out of their parents' arms to look back up at Fern and say, and you know I'm not trying to hurt you. Like, I don't know you, and everybody just, I just wanted somebody to be scared of me, you know?
No response except for a slightly snugger hug.
Ow. Okay. And Rhiannon, I just wanted you to know that you weren't alone. I'm sorry.
There is no response.
One of the things Althea wanted for me that we talked about was being in control, but not how you talked about it, Kanchana. It was different, and I think that's why she kind of farmed me out. So I'm just gonna be quiet and I'm going to listen. And whatever you want me to do, I'll do. I can punch somebody probably. I don't know. That's a physical thing.
I mean, be honest, it'd be easier to punch someone if they're. It's easier to punch someone if they're hearing an attack coming from a different direction.
I can make sounds.
Like, like, like how you made me hear someone.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Like
I
you're
could do that.
like if you use it like sneak up on someone, make them look in a different direction, or like even if you're like face to face, make them hear an attack coming from like their side, so that they like quickly look over to defend, and you just go and pop them in the face or something like that.
Yeah. No, that's really smart. That is very thoughtful, Fern. Thank you. I need
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And I think
Rhiannon just silently serves you all the chicken paprikash. It looks delicious.
Thank you. This looks delicious. If
Yeah.
it makes
Fern immediately digs in.
I I need some air. You know,
yeah, uh,
just
yeah.
yeah.
Take whatever time you need.
Mm. And Rhiannon just like simply walks out the front door.
Also, we don't have to be on every single mission. There were plenty of missions I never got sent on. I just wasn't the thing they were looking for.
Are you saying you want to go alone?
No, but I'm saying that Kate doesn't need to necessarily be the have a presence in every mission. I don't need to have a presence in every mission either. Nobody does. In fact, it's a lot more tiring if you did.
so you just you don't want me around then, Kanchana.
No, I'm saying that you could do like backup. If something goes wrong, we call you and Minnie in.
Kate kind of surreptitious or tried to be a little sneaky about it, but kind of leans back in her chair to try and look out the windows to see if she can catch a glimpse of Rhiannon. But it's not very sneaky at all because she's just very used to like.
They are sort of sitting on the front porch, just like seemingly steadying themselves in the night air.
Okay. Uh, what?
You see them sort of like look at their phone for a moment before just putting it back in their pocket. They then
Why
turn
don't
to walk back in.
why don't we eat? Make sure we enjoy this. It smells delicious. And then
It does taste very good. As he's
yeah.
already like a quarter way into his plate.
Yeah, there's palpable like drool beginning to form on the corner of Minnie's mouth. She's been trying to keep it together throughout all this. She's also like,
Oh, yeah, I
Uh,
think Kanchana's saying this
Kanchana,
last.
do you have any like Tupperware so I can maybe like set this aside? I made a bit too much.
Oh yeah, we have tons of Tupperware. It's in the bottom drawer next to the washing machine. Actually, some of it might be in the washing machine. It's clean, trust me. It's never dirty in there. Literally, no dishes have ever been dirty in that washing machine. I think. Um,
the dishwasher or the
no,
washing
dishwasher.
machine?
Sorry, the dishwasher.
Because I was about to
The
say,
dishwasher is a washing
why?
machine.
I'm aware, but there's a distinction in
Anyways, the
those two
dishwasher.
terms.
There might be some in there. We have tons. They're the ones that look like yogurt containers. It's fine. Just use one of those.
Rhiannon starts to just silently clean up, like pat like pack whatever like is left of the pepper cache into like separate containers for like lunches or whatnot.
You can take like any of them if you want. We literally didn't pay for. Well, I mean, technically we did, but we paid for the yogurt, not the container.
No, it's okay. I'm not hungry.
That okay. If you want anything else, we have like, oh no, Malona bars.
Don't worry about me. Just
Okay.
eat up.
I mean, people should eat food, but okay.
Kate hears that in their voice and says, Rhiannon, it doesn't sound like everything is okay. And you don't have to tell me because I know. Yeah, boundaries. Boundaries. But are you okay?
I will be, and that is all they say.
Fern's now like halfway through his plate and it's like he kind of pauses and is like steps back and then goes to help Rhiannon clean up.
As soon as you approach Random, just sort of like gently places a hand on your chest. I've got it. I'll be okay. I just
Hugs, then goes sits back down, finish eating.
If I'm hearing Kanchana right, then maybe we should just leave this as primary team. Kanchana and Fern go to check it out first, and we are on standby in the event that something goes wrong.
I will follow whatever everybody else decides.
Okay.
Cool. I think Kanchana is very fast too, to get going as soon as possible. Because I think almost as soon as they're finished,
Do you,
they'll get in. They might just go.
well, thank you, Kanchana, for letting me use your kitchen. Um, yeah. Uh, I better get out of your hair.
Thanks for the food, Rhiannon.
Yeah.
It's really good, like really good. Like damn.
It is very, very good.
I'm
And it's
I'm glad you enjoyed. At this point, they're very clearly holding something back.
Rhiannon, I feel like I mean, you've gotten to smell all of our dirty laundry. Are you okay? And Kate doesn't even try to glean anything from Rhiannon, but I think Rhiannon could probably feel like the kind of like the tendrils just kind of like going back and forth, just like I want to, but I can't. I want to, but I can't. Is that kind of feeling from Kate?
What was the demonstration about, if I can ask?
They were showing me their powers and what they could do, and yeah.
So you deal in shadow. Brandon sort of like points at Kanchana, and you can also teleport.
It's yeah, ideal. The better way to put it almost would be ideal in darkness, and things that come alongside that, which includes teleportation.
You deal in light and have literal phoenix wings made out of fire.
Also, I was planning to help in case the stove wasn't going to start, test the flame. I don't really get bothered by heat in case you needed the help.
Fern is incredibly dexterous, pulling off feats of parkour that no normal person should be able to do.
Hey, many years of on the street training.
And you can not only read and communicate telepathically, read minds and communicate telepathically, but you can also make people hear voices.
That is the start of it. Yes.
May I ask what kind of voices?
Any voices that that the person can kind of remember.
Show me. If we're here for full transparency, show me. Because I would like to understand.
Kate takes a second, kind of running through that what she's been talking about tonight with Minnie and everyone, and for the past couple weeks with Celeste. Rhiannon, do I have your permission to get in your head a little bit?
Yes. In this instance, and only in this instance, yes.
Is there a voice that you would like to hear?
Above the table knowledge. It's not specific. I believe your power deals with the voices of the dead.
Yeah, I figured. I just uh so
I believe it is commune with spirits.
yep. Yep. Kate starts to reach
So
out to touch.
Rhiannon does not answer. They just continue to stare at you.
Can I touch you?
They nod.
So Kate reaches out and puts her hand on their shoulders. Rhiannon, I want you to relax. And just breathe. And Kate reaches in and just takes the first presence she feels, which is Rhiannon's mother, and lets her speak.
Kate, you reach for Rhiannon's mother, but that is not the first presence you get. In fact, it is a younger voice, a younger male voice. Can't be any older than 16. Because, and this is my reasoning here, if Rhiannon is from Kentucky, and Rhiannon's mother died in Kentucky, New Halcyon City is not in Kentucky.
Okay.
So the spirit that you reach out towards with your abilities is hanging on to Rhiannon for some reason. You do not hear what they say. I will say that in this moment you act as the conduit. And a single tear falls out of Rhiannon's eyes. They sort of gently pull away from you, sort of severing the connection. So it's not just voices, it's specific voices.
If we want them to be, yes. Did you hear what you wanted to hear?
I heard someone I haven't thought about in 3 years. So no, I didn't know what I wanted to hear, but now I know. Thank you for the demonstration. And now I understand more. And as you're sort of like pulling away, you feel this. It's this storm of emotions. A storm of emotions that can only. It's kind of slightly familiar to yours. Because not many people have gone through a trauma conga line. But now you know Rhiannon has.
I'm sorry.
Were you that focused on the... No, let me rephrase this. Were you hoping for a specific voice?
In this instance, I wanted the best voice that maybe needed to say something to you.
And did you want that for Fern?
In our demonstration?
Yeah. Did you?
No.
That's what I thought. Well, I'm glad you all enjoyed the food. I think I'm gonna go. I have many things to say to you, Kate, but not tonight. And Rhiannon just leaves.